up in the sky. Look, it's captivating. It's energizing. It's Eliances Heroes. Eliances is the destination for entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, inventors, leaders, celebrities, and startups, where our heroes in business align. Now, here's your host flying in, David Cogan, founder of Eliances.
Well, everybody this morning is bouncing off the wall in the studio. It's absolutely amazing because it's about heroes. Make a difference. Make a difference. You will learn from our heroes of how to go about doing that. And once again, I mean, the hero lineup, it's incredible. Let me tell you who's coming on later on the show before I introduce our first hero. The entrepreneur sister of Van Halen's, David Lee Roth, who's making her own mark in music, Lisa Roth, with a Rockabye Baby. Later on, we're going to have, well, this guy created a company and sold it to AOL for only $200 million. Wait till you hear his story how you can do it too. And we'll be ending the show with Spartan, the founder of Spartan Race, Spartan Fit. He's got only over 1 million participants around the world and just incredible. You're going to feel so physically fit after you talk to him. But let me tell you what's going on now. I'm hearing voices in my head, and you will too after you hear about our next hero. Our hero comes to us with over 200,000 voices. He is the CEO of Voices.com. Think about a matchmaking service to match a voice to what you want to be able to record. David Ciccarelli, he is the CEO of Voices.com. David, tell me the best way to match me up to a voice for a project that I may be working on.
Hey, David, great to be here. Thanks for such a welcoming intro. It's a fascinating space and industry. There's a lot of people out there who've been told, by friends and family, maybe at the gas attendant, maybe at the restaurant, you've got a great voice. You should be doing voices for radio or TV or the next movie trailer voice. And often you don't kind of know where to turn. And so we started a website, my wife, Stephanie, and I, over a decade ago, that allows freelance voice talent, also affectionately known as voice actors, to go on and create a profile and upload a sample recording of your voice and be hired for work from, audiobooks, podcasts, video games, YouTube videos. It's a massive industry, and we're having a lot of fun doing it.
What's the most common thing that you see people going to your site to be able to hire voices for, and maybe something that was unique too?
Yeah, well, back in the day, kind of the, 40s, 50s, and 60s, there was definitely a trend to hire that, father knows best, that kind of authoritative voice. And obviously more, since the dawn of the new millennium, we've seen a much kind of hipper, younger, youthful sound, very much conversational, and that is across all types of media. Whether you're watching a Kickstarter video where someone's introducing a new product or service, it's kind of that trustworthy friend, the guy next door, the girl next door, that's giving you the inside tip, some insider information of a hot new trend. That's the voice that's really popular, which is great because pretty much, anybody can pull that off. If you sound friendly and trustworthy, it's a very much a natural sounding voice.
And we're talking with David Ciccarelli. He's got 200,000 voices in his head, and you can too by going to Voices.com, VOICES.com, or of course to Eliances.com, where entrepreneurs align, ELIANCES.com. We'll have the link to it. Well, maybe, David, what most memorable voice you have ever heard besides mine?
Well, it's amazing. Some of the projects. I mean, we're in London, Ontario, which is just about an hour outside of Detroit, across the border. And what's fascinating is, for me, is the variety of work that gets done. I mean, you have clients that are looking for voices for inanimate objects, from a rock to a tree to a car, because they ultimately become animated on videos, commercials, cartoons, and so forth. We've done voices for GPS systems, lots of celebrity impersonations as well too. We're just, there's a lot of great examples on the website, both the client success stories, so you can see and hear actual work that was done, as well as the talent themselves. I mean, they're actors in their own right. And so they're part of the name of the game is to be able to perform these different characters, if you will. A funny, sarcastic pirate to, the mountaintop guru. I mean, it's just all over the world. If you can imagine that character, there's ultimately somebody out there that can perform a great spot-on voice for that particular project.
In fact, interactive voices, your clients, some of them have been NBC, ESPN, PBS, History Channel, Reader's Digest, Nortel Networks, Bell Canada, Microsoft, Cisco, the list goes on. But if I'm maybe a small business or a medium-sized business, am I also allowed to use your services?
Absolutely. And that's actually where kind of most of the work does come from for voice talent, especially those who are new getting into the industry, even in something as simple as a phone system recording. Now, love it or hate it, every business, has one of those automated greetings when you call in. Press 1 for sales, press 2 for customer service, and so forth. And then those on-hold messages. Most companies spend 96% of their advertising budget to attract a call coming inbound. But then what happens when, what kind of impression are you giving your callers, prospective customers, when they're actually dialed in? And so that's an opportunity for a lot of small businesses to hire a voice talent, to provide that professional first impression. And so new voice actors or talent getting into the space, that's a great place to begin. The scripts are relatively short as well, too. Another one, again, would be those, 30 or 60-second explainer videos. Almost every company nowadays has a short video that explains their service in a nutshell. You've probably all seen them before. Sometimes they're animated with kind of cartoon-type looking characters. Or another popular trend are these whiteboard videos where there's the hand just on the whiteboard explaining a concept. Well, that's the visual element. But there's the voiceover that's telling the story. And so being able to kind of bring that story to life and communicate a brand's message is a great honor for a lot of talent. Again, both getting into the industry, forming those new client relationships as well.
And you're listening to Eliances Heroes with me, David Cogan. Be a hero. Go to where entrepreneurs align. Be part of the community. Eliances.com. That's ELIANCES.com. And we have David Ciccarelli, the CEO of Voices.com. Over 200,000 voices. In fact, David, when you're out and about and you hear maybe a unique sounding voice, do you ever just go up to that person and tell them that they should go to your site and sign up and that they can make a living doing this?
Absolutely. And it's one of those things where, I will never hear the world the same again. And in fact, on kind of first day of training for any new employees that join our company, that's one thing I'll say is that, from driving in the car and listening to commercials, or you're in an airport and you hear these in-flight messages and kind of safety messages as well. Elevators, GPS systems. It's talking toys. It's a massive, as I say, a massive industry, and you get to kind of hear what is unique, what stands out. And I always take, have a few business cards in my pocket. I'll be the first one to hand them out and encourage them to visit the site.
I love it. I love it. We've got a little less than 30 seconds left. What advice do you have for families that want to inspire their children to think outside the box, be positive change makers like you have for yourself, putting together Voices.com?
I think they need to consider and pursue an area of passion. As a kid growing up, I was always fascinated with music and sound. I found a school that raised up the next generation of audio engineers, and then I was able to relay that into by creating a website and ultimately a career and a business of its own. And I look at that and say there's three kinds of people out there. There's the people who kind of go out passively and say, hey, what's happening today? And then there's the people who say, what happened? They kind of are reactionary to what occurred. And then there's the third great group of people, the let's make it happen kind of people. Let's be that last kind of problem solvers, the doers. And if you can do that, you'll find a lot more fulfillment in life.
Excellent. Well, David, you inspire others. You make it happen. You offer opportunities to others to be able to get in the field and use their voice. Companies can sign up and go to voices.com and be able to do and have incredible projects. You're a hero. David Ciccarelli, go to voices.com. That's voices.com. This is David Cogan with Eliances, and coming up next, the sister of Van Halen's David Lee Roth, who's making her own mark in music, Lisa Roth.